Hello! Alright, as the title says, today I am working on a background. Crazy! But I do have the characters still here. And I'll show you, but I'll explain what I'm doing today. If you've watched my streams before, you'll know I've worked on quite a few projects for Margot Primrose. I actually have two open here. I have this one, which are the characters that I will be drawing today. However, I also have to do the background, so it's in the title. I'll do my best. And this is the other scene that I'm working on. I worked on it a little bit before streaming today, so that's why there's something here. Before that, let me show you the sketch. It's like crazy. What is that? What even is that? I have drawn a background before. That doesn't really mean much. And let me show you the secret. Let me show you the secret of how I do backgrounds as a character artist. This is gonna blow your mind. I go into Sims, Sims 4. This is from The Sims. There's a character there just for scale reasons. But yeah, I go into Sims. I don't trace directly over it. As you can see, this is not traced directly over it. It's only the table that is. It's only for perspective issues. For example, I didn't realize that, like, even though I had reference photos, which is accurate, the bottom of the cupboard, I mean, cups are in them, right? So cupboard, would be showing. But a lot of the other things is, I had to search them up, honestly. Ooh, where are we going? Okay. Like this window? Yeah, there's no way I can do that in The Sims. I have no idea what that looks like. I also drew the little curtain because I think we are giving it like a farmhouse vibe, like farmhouse kitchen, but like modern twist a little bit. So I needed the curtain because if you don't add the curtain, like where's the vibe, right? All right, let me show you where the characters are. I did end up using a 3D model. My last stream that I did these characters on, I had to cut short because I was exhausted, quite frankly. So I did end up doing a 3D model because I kept getting stuck on the character. This looks crazy, but I only needed his neck, so don't worry about that. But I'm showing you it. This is one of the characters over here. She's pretty good. She's fine. And then we've got this guy. This guy was the one that I was struggling with. His head angle, you know that Freerin angle trend right now? Yeah, it's like the reverse of that. I was struggling so hard for some reason. This was like the previous. This one doesn't look that bad, to be honest. It's just like the wrong, like he doesn't look like he's looking at her and it's like kind of the wrong angle. This one, it's a little struggle. It's like he's about to look at her, but if I completely make him look at her, like I have to like cover half of his face. But like, you know, when you're talking to somebody and they're right next to you, you're not like, you don't have to look directly at them if you're doing a task. So I think this was good enough. And like, I think she's not taller than him, but because he's bending down, it's okay. I might like shift him up a little bit, but I do have all these other items here. A little bit, a teensy tiny bit, a little bit. Yeah, so that's what we're doing today. And then when I get pretty far, I will switch over and finish this one up. This one is like almost done. I just need to clean it up basically, but I basically went from sketch like here all the way to here, I think, in one stream. But like that was too much. I was like, no, we gotta stop. So this one, we maybe won't get it to the same stage, but I'm gonna at least hopefully get to color. Hold on, I am rearranging myself over here. If you've been to my other streams, you'll know I am setting up for a convention this weekend, so that's why all of my streams this week are basically commissions or things that I really need to work on. And also I have like a bunch of random stuff for my convention back here. They're pretty cute though, let me show you. These ones are the failed ones, so I can show you. But I have a little coupon, so I'm like manually cutting them. It's like, it says a free gacha spin if you buy gamer merch, because this is a game expo. So if somebody buys a gamer sticker or something, they get to spin the gacha. I'm hoping to get rid of everything that is in the gacha, because it's a clearance gacha. Alright, enough yapping. Here I am. I feel like most people don't show up in the like first 5 minutes, so it's like good time to yap. But if you're watching this as a YouTube video, then you know the drill. Okay, I did this like really messy because I wasn't really sure how a farmhouse kitchen worked. For one, this sink here, this is interesting because I title, drawing background. I didn't realize that this sink, essentially, this front part here, this is a panel, right? This is like all solid piece, but it's not the case for the sink, actually. This is actually kind of like, this is a front piece, and then this is a front piece, and it goes back up here. So it has a little drop here. And then the back here is the back of the sink, or the inside of the sink. That was terribly drawn. And then this is the top of the, like the tabletop, essentially. And how would I know that without references? One thing that I did add at the same time as I added the window, essentially, or the curtain, is the soap dispenser. I thought, okay, this is like, clearly this person cooks a lot, right? So I feel like they would have a bougie sink, and then they would have a pump for the soap, rather than like what's it called? Just a hand wash soap. Like, you wouldn't buy like a disposable one, you would just reuse the thing. That's what my parents have, and that makes sense to me. That was logical. I think modern kitchens would have that. My current kitchen doesn't. Hate it. Anyway, for the most part, I think the sketch kind of makes sense. The one thing that I was working on before this was trying to figure out what the heck is going on over here. It is like mostly blocked, to be fair. Like, most of this background is going to be blocked so we can see them. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill them in so we can see what's gonna block them. Probably smart. Let me do it this way. As somebody who's not really good at backgrounds, maybe I'm a good one to watch to learn what you can do if you suck. Because then you can like, you go, oh, okay, that's a hack that I can use. Basically. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this. This looks crazy, I know, but bear with me. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's just like a rough outline for me to understand what's gonna be covered. This elbow is too close to the edge, so I think like the whole canvas needs to shift, because I cannot make them closer together because they're already overlapping, kind of. Oop. Table is kind of important, so I need to know where it actually is. Anyone coming in at this point is probably like, what is she doing? Hey. There is a rhyme and a reason to things I do. There's probably an easier way to do this. I just don't know what it is, so here we are. You know, if you're watching this as a, I don't know if I have like live chat replay, but if you're watching this right now, I usually link my shop so you can actually see my other stuff that's completed, and if you want to, you can buy from me. Can't really do the Mimi hair thing because I'm wearing headphones. But anyway, I'm actually in the process of updating my shop right now. When will it finally be updated? Dude, I'm sure I've lost so many sales. But at the same time, not America, I don't blame America, I just blame American, like, tariff situation. I can't even ship to America anyway, so it's a whole thing. I have to do a bunch of like registration and forms and things like that. So right now I'm supposed to be editing all the photos listen, being a shop owner is actually kind of hard. So I have to edit all of my photos for my shop, and that way they all look like what they're supposed to look like, basically. All right, so here, that was my plan. I wanted to do this so I know it's getting cut off. And if I do it like this, there's too much detail. I can't understand what's happening. So we're gonna do it like this. Okie dokie. Okie dokie smoky. Where is the table? All right. Heck yeah! So part of the window, that's good, because who cares about the window? Just kidding. The lighting is gonna come through the window, which is gonna illuminate them, which is good. But I do think we have to shift the characters, because right now the edge of the window is lining up with their head, and it's kind of weird. Like, it just feels wrong. Sometimes that's all you need about art, you know? Like, it just feels kind of wrong, and that means it's wrong. Intuition. Okay, if that's the vibe, what is this layer? It looks like there's something in this layer, but I don't know what it is. Okay. It's the sketch, apparently. Get out of here. We don't need you right now. Don't make my life difficult. They look like ghosts. Don't they look like spectral beings? It's kind of funny. Wait, I kind of love it. What the heck is this? I love it. I need somebody to witness this. Maybe I'll take a screenshot of it. Because it's so dumb. Wait, is there a way I can do it so it's like... What else are we doing here in the process if we're not having fun, you know? Wait, yeah. Do they not look like they're just like ghosts? I'm sorry, I'm gonna take a photo of just for no reason. Usually when I'm working on things like by myself, I'll like record these little things, and then like if I can make it into content, I will. But because this is a commission, what am I supposed to do with this? Nothing. Anyway, so my thinking here is, I think I have to shrink them down a little bit, or I have to cut them off in a meaningful way. But based on my little reference here, thank you, Sims. The issue is they're actually bigger than my reference, so they're already big. So I can shrink them. Let me bring back my little greenness. So let me shrink them. So they're not like so close to the edge, and then maybe show a little bit more of their legs. They are on an angle kind of like this. That's why we can see the bottom of the cupboards. It's such a weird word. Like if you were standing right in front of them, you would be able to see, like maybe you're looking upward a little bit. So it makes sense that they're kind of cut off, and they're not like logically you think, oh, the sink is not higher than them, right? The sink usually is at like your waist, right? And they're tall characters, so it has to be an angle thing. However, also, they are tall, so maybe I shift them a little bit higher. They're too close to the edge. Like her arm still close to the edge. But then also I'm kind of concerned that there's so much space on the table. But there is stuff on the table, so it's like, be fine. Put them like this. Let me show you some of the references I have as well. So Getty Images, thank you. In this angle, it's kind of different though. We're like looking down on the table, but we can still see the bottom of the cupboard, which is like breaking my brain. It doesn't make sense to me. Maybe that's how we should be drawing this. Like slightly angled down. I feel like I have another reference as well. Oop, nope. This hilarious reference. How I felt when I was drawing this. But this one is like, the background is pretty flat. But we're lower, so kind of, that makes sense? To make this work, I feel like I could just take part of the background and then move it down. Potentially? Why did I decide to make this thing complicated? I didn't have to do that. I just was like, no. Why not? If I do like this. Does that look right? Does that look more right? Like they're more of an angle, like looking up like this? Like if I'm a camera and I'm looking this way versus a camera looking straight in front. I think that does make a little more sense. I don't know how to explain it, but I think it makes more sense. I don't know how to explain that one. But also perspective, so I guess I have to do like this slightly. Then connect the lines. Dude, perspective was the one thing in art school that I was really bad at. It always like broke my brain. Today's gonna be a long night. I mean, tonight's gonna be a long night? Dang. Alright, dog. Let's go. Let me look at this reference again. How's that sync working? Yeah, alright. In that case, we have to really be sure before I continue, because if I line art anything, I don't want to go back, okay? Are they in a good position? Okay, let me maybe shift her over. Like she's behind him a little bit. I just don't want the sleeves to connect in a really weird way, because then there's that like really weird gap here. Unless I can do it like this. Because then it gives a vibe of, oh, we're close to each other. Not touching, but we're like, no. Alright, now that I have it like this, kinda. This is useless. I can mark out what I need to hide. If I merge this all together, and then I can do the line art. But to do that, I am going to use the mask, just in case I mess up. I can show you what I'm doing. Right here. Sorry. My bad. I removed the checklist today, so you can see it. See right here? I'm going to mask it. And so now everything I erase, I can bring it back if I need to. And no matter where I go, there's like a tangent, right? This line is not meeting this other line. Can't win, ever. So I put the hand soap dispenser thing in the end. I had to erase it. That was cool. Oh. Sorry, what? Yeah. So this table line here is the one that we're using. Which means I need to draw more of their bodies a little bit. Actually, I saw that some people were actually quite clever when taking photos of kitchens. You know how some like faucets, you can like move it? So So if I had drawn the faucet like straight on, you wouldn't actually know you were looking at a sink. But in a lot of photos, they were really smart in like architecture photos or whatever, or interior design photos, they would shift it. So when they're taking a photo looking straight forward, same thing as I was explaining for my own drawing, they were doing it as well. So even the reference was doing tricks to make it work for me. They're intersecting each other, they still look like ghosts. Little ghosty beings. In life and death, I guess, they together. I did have the same issue when I was drawing them in the beginning, that the guy didn't really look like the reference that I was using. But I think with paint, all problems get solved with paint. I'm gonna just like fake this a little bit so her elbow's like not perfectly touching the thing. It's weird to me. All right, and for her, I don't know if I love that though. I feel like maybe I should like make it so she's a little further behind and it's like she turned around and she's talking and she's like behind him a little bit. But that means I have to draw more. Ah. I don't mind drawing more. It's like I wish I had done it before getting to this stage, you know? Like that's what I mean. Slouchy, so I think like one of these situations, not perfectly drawn, don't worry, I'll paint over it anyway. I always have to give this disclaimer of like, don't worry, I'll paint over it, because otherwise somebody will, in their minds, go, that thing is not correct, and I'm like, no, listen. I see what you're seeing. It's very easy to tell an artist, hey, you did that wrong. It's like, no, I didn't yet. Not yet. This is the part that I'm like, what? How does one draw this? His shirt ends like here and his pants start here. And I want to say he's wearing sweatpants because they're like kind of cozy. If his body is here and like this. Maybe it'll be back here. Dude, I don't know. That's why I didn't want to draw it. Because my reference also doesn't have it. All right. I could have swore I already erased this. Am I tripping? Did I not just do this? All right, there they are. Yeah, okay. There was also things on this table. Well, they don't work anymore. No! Okay. Alright. We can avert crises. No, we can't. Hold on. No, we can't. No, we can't. I think we have to shift this table up. After all of that, I feel like we might have to shift it up. What the heck is this? Alright. Just slightly, man. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Alright, and then this. What do you think is on this table? I don't have to draw all of that. I think you can tell it's dough, right? Right? Somebody's gonna comment. No, I can't tell. Well, You're in the minority. 1 versus 1. It's dumb. Leave me alone. Okay. This... I need to shift it up, otherwise it's like on the edge of the table. It's weird. Made sense earlier, but now it doesn't. If it's closer to us, it has to be bigger. But isn't it on an angle now? Oh my god, I don't understand it. Let me look at my Sims reference. Wait, hold on. Oh no. Okay, so we're looking at the Sims reference. I actually forced my sim to hold something so it would actually show. But you can see it's like this, right? So it's following this type of thing. Meaning we're looking at it from above. This right here, I just exaggerated it to be over here. Which means I broke the perspective. Shh, shh. But this here is the thing that's gonna, like, if perspective is broken a little bit, you're kind of like, it's fine, especially if it's painted. If it's like in line art, oh dude, it looks weird. But rest in peace to everybody who does line art. But that means if we're looking at it from this angle, which kind of makes sense, like the dough is like this, right? That's why these don't make sense. These little bowls and cups and things. They have to skedaddle. They have to be like this. Why is this color so awful? Hold on. This. Okay, there we go. And then this one is a little bit taller, so maybe not so much. I thought this was like a sugar container. And like this was butter. Yeah, straight up butter. Just butter in a bowl. Butter bowl. Let's see if it works. Does it work better? Wait, I erased the wrong one. Whoop. Where are we? What's happening? I just made a layer and I don't know what it is. Stop confusing me. Okay, there we go. I don't bake, so I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I don't bake, I don't cook, I don't do anything except draw. Or maybe I'm cooking right now. Let her cook. I'm so sorry. You remember the slang fleek? Like, oh, eyebrows on fleek, brows on fleek, whatever? You know that was popular like 10 years ago? Yeah, sorry to break the news to you. I also didn't know. I was gonna make a joke with it, and then it was like, oh, I can't now, because it'll make me seem unhip and uncool. Oh no. I'm gonna be like, life is strange, like the dialogue is so out of date, you don't seem cool. Yeah, I'm hip with the kids. I'm hip. Not. I find myself internally cringing every time I say something like clock it, crash out. What was the one that I just said? I just said one like 2 seconds ago. Snatched a little bit. Like, I don't think I could realistically go up to a girl and be like, oh my god, your waist, gone, snatched. Like, I don't think I could realistically do that and feel confident about myself. I feel like I talk like an old person, like, really. But that makes me a lot more accessible if English is not your first language, so. Haha. Yeah. There's an advantage to not speaking in cool slang, okay? Alright, I'm just gonna leave it in green, actually. I'm just gonna do all the line art now. Wait. No, I'm not. Sorry, I lied. Okay, I have to do the line art for the props and things. The foreground props. On a different layer from the background props. Stop fighting me. Notice how I'm sipping coffee today? That's how you know I'm like even more erratic than you. However, when I'm really sleep deprived, I'm also erratic. So you know what? There's no... Good, whatever. Whatever. Alright, I could have just probably colored the line art and called it a day, but... I mean, colored the sketch. I'm just gonna rotate it. I'm so sorry. I don't even know what a bowl looks like anymore. Looking at it from this angle, would we see the like the lip of the bowl like here? Ask time. You can tell this is a difficult angle for me to draw in because I literally can't draw the line. I'm so glad time lapses don't record all the times that I rotate the thing, because painful. It's one of those that has like a little opening over here. Maybe we do it like this, so it has an opening. You know what game I've recently started playing? And by recently, I mean literally like yesterday. Like I just started replaying it. Animal Crossing. And I'm bringing this up because like you can bake things in Animal Crossing, or you can make things. And they have like a bunch of little items for the kitchen. Part of the reason I got inspired. Animal Crossing. Parents will say you're wasting your life away by playing video games. Alright. Cooking Mama would be so proud. It's not perfect, but I think I can like fake it. Fake it till you make it. Alright, and those are our foreground props. Oh, bam! See? Yeah, that bowl looks whack. No! Oh! Like, why does it look like round and flat at the same time? Dude. Partially because I can't draw it. Like, I physically cannot draw it very well over here. I'm zooming in. I'm going to leave it. Proceeds to go back to it. Okay, whatever. That's kind of right. I'll fix it. I'm sure I'm gonna spend like 5 minutes on that, and we're all gonna be wondering, is this important? It's not. Whatever. Especially if we put text down here. Like if you wrote like, I don't know. Excuse me, rude. Over here. You wrote like text. What's the point? What's the point? Anyway, moving on. What's this? Goodbye. Can get rid of these sketches. Get rid of this angle thing. It's not gonna help me. Ah, yeah, here you can see I like traced it because I could not understand the angle. Could you stop? This one right here. Do you like my little sketch? My little orange guy? I'm deleting them because there's too many layers and I can't deal with it. But I am gonna keep this one layer because it's hilarious. And this was me explaining something. All right, it's time. They're gone. They went on vacation for a little bit. All right, let me do this liner. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Honestly, if you're watching this back on YouTube, just know when nobody chats, it's chill. You're allowed to lurk. It's so cool. However, I am going to be unhinged because it feels like I'm just talking. So, what else am I gonna do? It's low-key starting to taste like just syrup and water. I had it for too long. Should have ordered light ice, man. Where did I put my pen? Oh, okay, good. Relatable? What if I just like vocalize every thought that came into my head? I mean, that's arguably a terrible idea for stream. But also, that's already what I'm doing. If you ever wanted to start streaming and you're intimidated because you don't know what to say on stream, vocalize everything that comes in your head, and I guess that's the answer. Do I have to draw all this? I feel like I don't. You're actually really bad at, not just you, sorry, random person that's watching right now. We're all actually really bad at guessing what a straight line is. None of us can really draw a straight line perfectly. So just keep that in mind as I'm drawing these lines. They are probably not straight. If you can see the pixelation difference, like if I go like this, you can see like the lines are not straight because it's not like solid. But when it is solid, it's actually straight. We have a line tool. I could just use that. Edge of the table. This right here. Maybe I'm going to use the... Can I change the brush shape? I can? Dude. Game changer. Ew, I hated that so much. Never mind, sorry. Oh, I also hate that. No. Okay. Dude, I'm learning so much. Every time I come onto this stream, I learn things. Oh. I have the same tool in Procreate. If you press, or if you hold it, it'll be a perfect circle. Why am I rotating? This... I actually thought it should be like kind of like this instead. I'm gonna have to look up a reference for that one. I don't remember. Arguably all of the things that are like closer to us should be thicker. That would make sense. Too thick, dang. Yeah, that's not a straight line. have the ruler line. If you bring a ruler, you cannot draw outside of that ruler. But then the ruler is just annoying. Oh my god. You know it's annoying? I do have a grid option though. Let me try that. Grid. It's so annoying. Okay, so answer, grid doesn't really help. Stop it. So annoying. Can I just undo? Like, if I undo, will the grid? No, I have to actually manually. I did like the ruler more in Photoshop. Maybe there's a way to make it work better, but. Because I could just drag a line for reference. There's an option to like make these cupboards like glass, like inside glass, but that seemed like a lot of work. That was unnecessary. Using this reference again, can I see the top of these things? Yeah, you actually kind of can. A little bit, just a tiny bit. So it's not like this, it's like this. Yeah, I should really get one of these. I don't have one. Like a utensil holder like this. Now I'm beginning to think, it's a smart idea. Wow. Look at that skill. What are in these jars? Don't know. Brains? Ooh. I think I drew the bottom of the thing. I don't know where it is. I think it might be bigger. Alright, I gotta search up a reference for this lamp thing. What's it called? Like a wall mounted lamp? Wall mounted light? Wall mounted. It's not a sconce. Yo, I wouldn't know any of these words if I didn't play Sims. That being said, I do really enjoy walking through Home Depot and looking at lights for no reason. Alright, let me sketch out this light thing. Oh. If this is the center. Ooh. It actually pops up this way. Above. Has a little holder thingy. And then it becomes whatever the lamp is. The shape of the lamp. I wanted to make it a little rounded, but not too rounded. This. Is it actually gonna look like a light if it's over here though? I thought it was gonna be lower. Okay, round 2, try it again. There's this option too, where it sticks out like this, it goes downward like this. It has a little holder thingy again, and then it becomes whatever it needs to be. There were other like rounded ones, like kind of like this. But I don't know, it didn't feel like it fit the scene as well. I don't know why it felt like that. It doesn't look like a light now, right? But after treatment and everything, it'll look like a light. One thing I am wondering is, could we see the under part of it a little bit like this? Some might say that it's a smart idea to just draw the whole background just in case I have to move the character. But in my world, I don't draw it all, and then if I have to move the characters, I just paint what was behind the character. That's what I'm thinking. Right, this little faucet guy here. Surely it doesn't just look like this, does it? Where there's like more things to this fixture. Kitchen faucet. Faucet. Oh yeah, it pretty much just looks like that. Especially if it's like one of those like gold shiny ones. Like the top of them is just like nothing's going on. But you know what type of sink that I really want? I used to work at a cafe and I had one of those like detachable like I don't know if it's industrial, but like one of those crazy kitchen sinks that you just spray everything down and it just like washes everything. Just it's like so strong, like water pressure. Dude, I want that in my life. But it would splash me constantly. And sometimes it would happen where I'm like washing the dishes and then somebody would walk into the back and like as soon as they walked in, the splash would go whoosh, right to the door and like splash them. It was hilarious. We're having a water fight. Just at work. Okay, let me draw these utensils. And I do think they're gonna be bigger than what I drew them as here. Spatula. Whenever I think of spatulas, I just think of what am I doing drawing the background here? Let's just... What else do we have? A wooden spoon? Did you know that if you put a wooden spoon over a pot of boiling water, it won't boil over? Maybe it will boil over. It's like extreme, but like it will absorb the steam and help it. Only cooking fact I know. You're welcome. Why? Because it's necessary that I know that, because absolutely boil the water. Happened a lot in my life. Hold on, let me search up a utensil holder. What else is in here? It can't just be like 2 things. An additional spoon, a ladle type thing, a different type of spoon. Ooh, one of those, what is it called? Not like a paintbrush, but like, if you're a baker, I would assume you have one. Or I guess you could use it for meats, right? Like paint things on, like icing and whatever. Whatever. It's a well-loved kitchen. They should have like multiple things. So many tools that I don't know. Once upon a time, I also used some arts tools and fashion tools. They were kind of dangerous though, the tools that I used. One time, I don't know how this is possible, like how are you this unlucky? There's a girl I knew, don't worry, she didn't get hurt, but it was just surprising. She was using, I don't know what the official term is, but a clipper, so it's essentially something to clip the threads, and somehow, magically, fell into her boot. We were like mini scissors, essentially. We were so confused. We were like, how does that happen? It was fine. We were just really confused. Like, well, how does that happen, actually? I'm trying to find a nice like, holder that fits their kitchen. I'm thinking this kitchen is gonna be kind of like beige and white, like really bright colors. Well, not bright, but you know. Light. It would be smart to put a whisk in here, right? But do they put, like, for some reason, all of them have the whisk pointing upward, right? I guess it makes sense, but also it's kind of weird to imagine you just like grab a whisk by the working part. Arguably, maybe we shouldn't use a whisk because it's too difficult to draw and show in this angle. Maybe just another giant spoon. I'm massive. What do you need in your life? A massive spoon. Why do I feel like it looks weirder? Yeah. All right. Now we have to do a freaking window. Uh-oh. Oh wait, hold on. There's also like a backsplash situation here. The window is actually drawn pretty clean. It's just the top, so I'm going to cut out the window. Clean this up. Trying to understand how it works. Can't find a good reason. They had some kitchen curtains that covered only the bottom half, and then some that only covered the top half, and then obviously some that covered the bottom. I opted for the ones that covered the top half because I thought that was a very country feeling. How do you spell curtains? Oh, they have cute ones that are like 2-tier. That's so cute. So cute. It could have been cute if I did it transparent as well. Actually, they kind of will be a little transparent, won't they? If the sun is going through them slightly. I think it's fine though. I don't think we're gonna have to see like the window panes through really. Interesting. And a lot of them actually are like over here. But I want the light to be behind the characters, so I don't want to do that. Maybe it's called a valance? Is that what it's called? Certain balances? I don't know, man. You and me, we're learning together. The terminology for kitchen things. I think authors and artists have that in common. They just kind of know weird terminology for things. The beauty of being a freelancer. People just ask you to draw things and you have to figure it out. If you've never drawn frills or things like this, a good way to think of it is it literally goes like down, up, like essentially how it works. Unless it's bunched up in some place, then they get closer together or whatever. I have some really cute linen ones that the bottom layer has like a additional thing. But I was thinking of making these like gingham patterned or something. Or striped or something like that. Otherwise I kind of look too old. I could have done it like over here, right? Where it's like this as well, but yeah, apparently, yeah, they're called valance skirts. Interesting. I do think it would be cute for them to have like a little bit of a... It makes them look like a lighter fabric. Gives it the right feel, I think. Right, and we bring back our characters. What are in those mason jars is the question, really. I'm gonna erase these lines that I brought back because I needed them to find things. Not in love that the teapot is like right on the edge there. Maybe. All the things I draw in to only remove them. It's crazy. But there they are. What's in these mason jars is a question. For real. What are they? Cookies? Cookies? What do people put in mason jars? Kitchen. If I search it up, people will show me. Let's go. Spices, of course. Of course. Lentils, pasta. pasta. This person just has like sprinkles in the same mason jars as like lentils, and they're like together, which is, it weirds me out a little bit. You don't have a dedicated cupboard just for your sweets? Am I crazy? Am I the crazy one? Sorry, hit the mic. Alright, we can erase this. And I'm gonna draw something to put in these mason jars. Usually I think pasta, right? I don't use mason jars. I keep things in the original factory. I wish I could say it was environmentally, me being environmentally friendly, but I'm 99% sure I'm just lazy. So. I did not have to, I could just paint this in, but now I'm having fun, so here. Ooh. Somebody has just straight up pretzels next to the path. Again, I'm confused. What is this organization? The popcorn kernels next to the pasta and also next to the pretzels. So you've got your snacks and your pasta together? Okay. I guess I can't judge. I am very lazy. However, I'm the type of person who's, if I do that, I'm not finding my pretzels. They're gone. One job I had, I bought a bag of pretzel, like, crisps, and then, like, I became known as the girl who was always eating pretzel crisps because I couldn't eat them fast enough. So, like, for, like, a really long time, just eating pretzels every single day. And now I don't really like pretzels. I like soft pretzels. Hard pretzels, not so much. Cocoa powder? Again, I was just talking about how we can't keep the pasta and the thing right next to each other. That's weird. Some indiscernible, like lentils. Do like this. Just, like, when I paint it, I'll do whatever. Make this make sense. Rice. Rice would be a smart one. Huh? Yeah. I think that's the only thing that I put in a different container. Because have you seen rice bags? They're kind of annoying. How do you pour anything out of those things? Alright. I don't know what they're gonna be, to be honest, but I drew them in. Alright, it's time to paint. Let's go. Woo! Also, I don't know what day, like what time of day it is, but I feel like it's daytime. Like, you know, like afternoon, maybe not afternoon, but like early afternoon. So then the lighting makes sense. Alright. All of this, as you can see, you actually can't see, here, I'll show you. See right on the very top, the thing that's blue, it's all one folder. So, let me find the props from earlier, change them into black. For some reason, didn't do that. And then I'll be able to paint everything in. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna merge them all. I think usually when I do this, background and characters must stay separate. Always. This is a rule for me. Otherwise it's a whole headache. So maybe I'm gonna duplicate. And I'm going to merge the background together. Whoop, wrong area. That's why I was so confused. Technically, the background is like all merged together already. So this is the background. BG background. These are like the front props. Maybe I'll keep these separate because like what? FG meaning foreground. And then got our characters. Delete it. Don't duplicate it, please. 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 Why would it leave me alone? Okay. So these guys right up here, they're all separated. And so they're gonna look like this. And then in the background, I have all this saved, so if I need to go back, I can't. Also, if I need to show you what I've done today, I can't. Save, 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 save. Save a million times. Okay. We are using these colors here, essentially. So I'm gonna, like, color pick. Because time is of the essence here. The flat colors. I'm not going to color pick every single thing because the lighting won't make sense. This color here. Also, I just learned this cool tool, so I'm going to use it, the reference tool. Maybe you should use a lighter color because I can't really see very well. But nice. Let's go. Saving time. I lied. It didn't save time over there. Can't really do it here because I didn't clean it up very well. Look at all the time we're saving. Honestly, let's just fill this part in because this is in front. So when I paint it, it will be in front anyway. So just in case I have to shift or erase something. Insert. Okie dokie. And she's filled in. Now we fill him in, and then their base color there is solid. You know what his medium color is here. I can always adjust. And now he's the reference layer. I mean, the hair doesn't really need to be filled in because it's like black. However, at some point, probably I am going to have to paint within it anyway, so better safe than sorry, I guess. I know this is not going to be like part of him, but he's holding it. Maybe he should be in front of her. Because he's the one who is in front of her. The rule of why it works sometimes, it doesn't work some other times. Like, because the line is not solid, because some of these lines are not solid and it's working. Bam. Bam. They're filled! Woohoo! Now the background colors kind of affect the foreground colors, so I do need to put in some. But the background should be behind them. What is the background color going to be? I was thinking something like this tone. That's when you think kitchen, you want to think clean, right? Whites, browns, blues. Sometimes black, right? Okay, so this countertop. What color am I gonna make this countertop? Maybe I could make it wooden. What? Let me search about farmhouse kitchen, because like what are farmhouse kitchens like? What are their colors for real? Right, wood. Right. That's what I thought. Oh, we can do like a light toned wood, and not everything has to be wood. So maybe. Actually, I think having the table be wood is kind of like a headache because there's so much stuff on the table. It's kind of busy. It's too busy. Ooh, okay. Maybe a white and a blue situation would be nice too. Like painted wood in the background. Marble. Okay. There's so many color options I could do. And normally I do like to give color options to my client as well. The characters, that we know that their colors are going to be fine. The kitchen itself is a little bit tricky. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do these color options. Or I'm gonna do the color and I'm going to paint the background in grayscale. Or like light color, so that if I change the color, it's not so bad. This thing, I'm going to do this one in beigey color. Then I want to go like pink. That definitely is not the vibe we're going for. Ooh, let me look at the references again and see if there's some direction to go. Yeah, wood. Wood. Maybe we should go with wood then. Okay, so then this part here. Do like a wooden color. Or like a light wooden color, otherwise their skin tone will be kind of varied. It would be cute to have this be like wooden panel or be like have a cute black backsplash here. can like the wall be beige or something, and then the window be this white. The sink actually comes below here, so I think it should actually be. And then these are going to be wooden. Maybe we make the wall darker then? Maybe we should put a backsplash or some kind of something back. Like tiling? This kind of fashion. It shouldn't go all the way up here, I think it's here. I'm just testing it, so I have no idea. Go this way. The issue is right here. That means this part has to be part of the window, or like all the way to the thing. Makes sense if, hold on. If this window actually is deeper set in here, then it works. So maybe from this point here, it's actually a separate wall here. See that? And it goes inward. Then it makes sense for everything else to, like, from here to be a different material. Otherwise it ends kind of awkward. Alternatively, I think I like it like this. However, I don't think I like the idea of it. Can do wooden panels. That's another thing that I've seen, but like they're painted wooden panels. They're like this. And they're painted to match, like, you know, the aesthetic of the room. I think that could be cute. Also, in the parts where it doesn't make sense, that they don't fit, the panel can still be, like, used there. I think we'll do it that way. I think if the floor is wooden, the drawers are wooden. It still has that farmhouse touch, but it kind of feels modern still. Especially right here, if these are like inset. This feels like older a little bit. Draw a straight line, please. Alright. So counters are white. And we have wood. Then we have either the panels or we do brick. But this is the panels, and let me try brick. It looks like this part is also. This part I'm a little bit more loose with because this is like mostly a painting texture. I'm just trying to figure out where it is. This is if it's brick. Maybe brick is nicer because then there's like, it breaks it up. It's not like wood everywhere. Maybe like this. Okay, this is the base essentially. Then we have the countertop and the drawers. Then I have, I think I painted this while the characters were on, so I can see it. Then we have this sink here. Pretend I drew that line correctly, okay? I didn't. Pretend I did. These props here as well. I have to change the color. I'm just gonna fill it in with the color that like I think it's gonna be. What's the color? Pasta. Pasta? Pasta? Can't be pasta. You can be rice. Or maybe you can't be rice because the rest of the background is also white. Ugh. Stop. Don't do this to me. Lentils. Like redder lentils. I don't know, man. For now. And then this little container holding the utensils. I'm just gonna. I felt like it also should be white. That's why I'm like concerned that the rest is white. But like white on white is pretty. So like, could also do like a rustic look, make it like silver. That's a thing. Okay, excuse me. Don't try and sell me your house. I'm just trying to look at photos. Leave me alone. Yeah, actually a lot of them do like silver. Okay, so I guess we're doing silver. Okay, great. We're all thinking the same thing. Great, awesome. That means these little door handles, probably gonna do like color. Matches the light. Nice. This light, I probably will turn it. Actually, maybe it'll be off because it's gonna be sunny outside, right? And if that's the case as well, the outside, I should probably color that. Like maybe there's like greenery outside, like trees, and like kind of blanched. So maybe like really muted green for now. I lied, sorry. Absolutely not. Maybe it's better to do blue, because like this is confusing to everyone, isn't it? Don't worry, I'll do something to make it look like makes sense. That's green. We find that brush for temporary reasons. This one here. Imagine that there's trees and stuff outside, and this looks like it makes sense to us. What is this? For some reason that brush is really different. Alright, temporary window situation. Yeah? Okay. That's a window. You know what? I also could have done? I could have just made it white outside and then it would have... Ta-da! Done! You know? Like... Whatever. We understand it's a window. Now, I have to figure out the color of... the curtains? Blue is a good option. Green is another good option. Yellow, I thought originally yellow, but now I'm beginning to think that's crazy. Dang, some of these houses are just like straight up like one color and I'm like, whoa, calm down. Like a really nice sage green, maybe? Because then it matches, it complements what the characters are wearing. It also complements what's outside. That's not sage green, what is that? What does sage green look like? I don't remember what it looks like anymore. Oh no. Whatever. Green? Man, I can't wait to get to painting. Maybe like that. So let me bring back the characters so you can see what I'm working with here. A lot of this is like textured painting. Let me fill in these utensils. When I thought of these utensils, I originally thought, like the wooden bamboo ones. So we're gonna do that. I don't know if we're all using bamboo, but that's, you know, they're pretty, what's it called, hygienic apparently. They're lighter, huh? This doesn't look like the right color, however, it will become the right color later. I realized that the spatula should be. So we got wooden spoons. This handle is wooden. I'm going to make it into like, considering we're using a lot of white here, make it white. This aesthetic. And then I'm going to make the spatula silver, of course. It's metal. I did want to do like stripes for this. It's like not so strong. Concentrate. Blink. Wow, that was strangely like the straightest line I've ever drawn. I don't when I don't need it. Ah. Another thing I wanted to try was like, this is like too much. It should have been the reverse, where like this color was the dominant color, but I wanted it to be like monochrome. Monochrome meaning like just one color. It does feel like it's pulling focus, right? But it might just be pulling focus because the characters aren't wearing any clothes right now. Well, ooh, they're not wearing clothes. They're not wearing any color right now. All right, let's draw the bowls. And let's maybe make them blues. Crazy. Well, this one is sugar, so can't really be any other color than, well, white. Also unfortunate that it's on a white tabletop. Well, you know, you live, you learn. Then this one, I was actually planning to make it silver as well. Oh man. And the inside, I was planning to make it also white because flower. Man, apparently I can't get away from white in this artwork. Oh, this is, we finally have a spark of color. Butter? Let's go. All right, let me paint them in. Otherwise, oof, there is no color going on here. Hold on, this one light I feel like should be yellow tinted. Oh, right. The dough itself. Why is every color so light? Dang. Maybe I should have done a wooden countertop. Lord, what's happening? Okie dokie. For him, I believe he's wearing... Guess what color shirt he's wearing? Yeah, that's right, he's wearing a white shirt. Oh my god. But instead, I'm gonna give him... something other than white. Not like this perfect match, like he made his shirt out of the drapes, but yeah, definitely. For her, we know at least she's wearing pink. Goodness. I don't know which kind of pink, so I'm gonna take this one. I believe it's gonna be sparkly, but I decided how we're gonna make it. Oh, what color is a teapot, really? Usually I think white. Stop! Why is everything white? We could give her a cute blue teapot. I originally was thinking like maybe yellow. I'm getting annoyed by having to color like on my hands. Try a yellow one, because yellow is also in this palette. I mean, I could go super vibrant and just like add every color in there, but I didn't do that yet. So when I paint too, I tend to add like random colors throughout. That's a blue yellow one. I think because the pink is so strong, when I used a saturated yellow, look gross. You could also do like multiple colors, like white and yellow. Yeah, when I search up teapot, actually I get a lot of yellow teapots. There's something I don't know. Also, I think red as well, but I feel like red is kind of weird. Like it doesn't match. It could also be like this kind of color. Like it's strong yellow, the shading, but the other colors are here. Okay, I'm just gonna place it like that. Hope for the best. Does her teapot match the teacup? Or are they like just not similar? Ooh, a pastel blue one would be really cute too, though. It matches everything, but I don't know if that's what we want. I don't know if I want to go like vintage, so could also do the type of thing where it's like very colorful. I don't know how to do that right now. Like the outside of this is yellow and the inside is white. And like part of this is yellow. And the rest is like blue. Oh, it feels kind of like it's not the vibe that we want. Oh, there's this really cute teapot that's like multicolored and it's like the 1980s one. Let me show you. It's so strange. Where are you? Look at this little guy. Isn't he a little? He's just a little weirdo. He's a little weirdo. It's cute. Yes, please look at something while I try and figure out my life. Could also make this teapot more interesting because right now it's kind of plain. Could be the type where it's like I don't know, it has like little ribs. I don't know why this is such a complicated thing for me. Well, anyway, for now, it's gonna be this blue color. I'm gonna make this teacup match and make it like this. We can always change the design afterwards. Maybe the inside is blue as well. Like that. Okay. Alright. Maybe I should do a little bit of color variation thing. Later, we'll figure it out. Let it be known, I was wearing my back brace, but then took it off because I felt uncomfortable. Nice stuff. All right, here here are our colors. We've got these are the colors we're going. Ooh. Maybe that's supposed to be on the wrong layer, but you know, whatever. I think I'm gonna proceed like this, and if it turns out we actually needed to change the colors later, we shall. Wait, I am gonna turn off the background for a little bit. It was a little overwhelming. I think that's why I got stuck. I was like, what's going on? We're looking at way too many things. Right. Hold on a second. I completely forgot about this piece. Ew. But yellow. Yeah. We'll get there. His eyes are dark, his brows are dark. Moving that back. Alright, that's his line art colors. I believe her eyes are a little bit lighter. Yeah, her eyes are actually like most of her skin tone, so I'm gonna like And rather than do shadows first, I'm going to work in reverse this time. I am going to merge these down though, because there's too much for me. I'm like getting overwhelmed, so I'd rather work on them individually like this. So I'm gonna do their shadows and their lighting, so then I can understand what the color is actually gonna look like. This time we are working with actual sunlight, so the shadow must be cool. Maybe that intense again. Okay. And this. Their lighting is coming from behind them and above them technically because they're indoors, but if they're doing window lighting, like this. I don't think it'll be this dark. I think they're going to be overall more lit. But... it helps to exaggerate more in the beginning and then after. Kind of makes sense, I think. Because if I zoom out, you can kind of understand, I think. Okay, and now her turn. Oh, sun is directly behind her, which means like behind her is going to be quite lit. But here, actually the whole part is basically dark, just a little bit. Not like super dark, but and I'm gonna reduce how dark this is. Don't worry. Blue completely. It'd be wild. Reduce that because that's craziness. And then I gotta do the lighting. Overlay works better in this scenario. Or maybe I have to do it twice. Okay, maybe it's the outside part. And then I do another overall lighting. See, it looked really dark until I added some light, and now it's like, oh, okay. Not that extreme. Especially when his hair gets lit. Like, right now, I can't really do much with the hair. Very shiny sun. And now her turn. Ooh, her hair actually does give it. It's like romantic scene of them getting lit from behind. Except she looks really dark, even though like they have the same shadow. Because she's darker in skin tone, I am going to like lighten this up. It's like really intense. You can't even see her features right now. I am gonna lighten it a little bit more so you can read it better. But... Also over here, I do think there would be light bouncing off the table because it's light. I think I gotta do that in another layer because it's a different color. Alright, here I'm starting to do the soft lights. Arc light? Ooh, maybe not. Greek god from Hercules. Add would make it, ooh, super bright, like he's like glowing. Pin light, nah. I don't know who I even checked, it's definitely not that one. Screen technically works, but I find soft light is better because you can at least see what you're working on, you know? Alright, this is like, I'm faking the light a little bit, but it's as if the whole room is illuminated. So, I'm going to mostly illuminate it. Except for where I know like the sun really is not hitting much. I can't believe we should like lighten this even more. But I don't want it to lose like definition. Maybe orange is not the color that I should be using. Maybe it should be like a less saturated color. Okay, definitely not that one, because we don't want to make it look bright. I'm like an in-between. Right now he looks orange. That was pretty much what I wanted to do. For her, I feel like it's even more important that she gets like some kind of light bouncing on her. Also, dark skin is more reflective, so maybe I'll add the reflection in a separate layer because it'll bounce back on their clothes as well. Alright, reflection time. Oh shoot, hold on, right over here. There's no, the sun is behind them, so like it's coming here, right? It would hit here. Like there's nothing blocking this area of the sun. Okay, it's really intense. Dang. Alright, reflection time. That's why I had to figure out the background colors first. The reflection though, it's like white, you know? So like the color bouncing back. Their colors are more bouncing on the the white, I feel like, then, you know, the white is bouncing back on them. Thank you, that was helpful. I was looking for a reference of this specific thing. Refraction? I don't think it is, but I'm gonna search it up. Because I might just find subsurface scattering. Oh, very much. Yeah, that's what I found. Oh. Yeah, it's just like a brightening effect, I find. I'm looking at some references of people right next to white, like a white table. And it does like reflect a white light onto them, essentially. So, this time I'm gonna use screen, I think. But I don't want to use pure white because I think it'll just remove their saturation. Okay, thank you. Ooh, make sure to flip it, otherwise you're all going to be blinded. Ooh, there we go. See this screen color here. In my mind, the sun hits the table hits them. So the light is kind of, yeah. This is absolutely not how it works. Oh wow, it really does. Really, really white. Hold on. But does it look cool? Yeah. So I might change the color again. At least I'm gonna figure out a placement though. Go that far up, I think. I think it's like here. Like this bottom part. I think near his arms, maybe there's a little bit. And on the fingers. A tiny bit on the shirt, I think. Okay, I feel like screen maybe like too much, like it washes them out. Maybe add is the right one. This really affects the cup here because this is like really reflective. Even though it's like really far away, that's just really far. Very slight right here. Even though it doesn't logically make sense, it helps us read her face better. Okie. Oh. Have to merge them again. Oh, bam! He's merged. Maybe this one I will use soft light. Maybe it'll work. I think it'll work if I add the shadows. Yeah, okay. I'm doing a different technique that I usually do, because I'm not sure about the colors just yet. Now it's a little bit tricky. So the light is coming. This also actually. I'm missing a line. Okay. The light is coming through the window, right? So the things right next to the window are illuminated. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to search up a reference for this one. Because what the heck? It also depends on the time of day, huh? Because I would think the things right next to the window are not illuminated. Like, they're illuminated, but they're not, like, as bright as things the sun is directly hitting. I think I may be right. Okay. So, maybe it's easier to do this in reverse, actually. They look so silly. Alright. The shadow's not going to be this intense, but for illustrative purposes, we know that for sure this is going to be illuminated. 100%. It has to be. That's the window. And light comes through the curtains because they're linen. So these are going to be illuminated. But it's going to be diffused. Right? I know that this right next to them, or next to the window, this part here is like a indent for the window. So this will have to be illuminated. All right, we're done. Just kidding. All right, from this point on, I know for sure the sink and, well, actually, I don't actually know if that's for sure. I know they're for sure illuminated. So I know here is illuminated. There may be a shadow under him. Okay. Here's also, there's light. Behind her, she's taking the light, which means in front of her, there's going to be a shadow. Here's light. Holding the pen really weird right now. I believe things over here will be illuminated, but not as strong as everywhere else. Some light is gonna pass them, you know, it's not gonna be like... I'm sure this area also gets some light. Because, you know, reflections are throughout the room, so it's not like the light doesn't hit them directly. It's not going to be well lit. So this is going to be lit. Lit, man. Cancel me. Behind the table, though, that's definitely going to be in shadow because how is the light hitting there, right? Unless there's another light in the house. I feel like over here should be more lit. Not really sure if that's the case. I feel like it should be though. I need to change this tool. Here. Rude. Someone may think that I'm overthinking, but I want to make this look cool, so I'm thinking about it. Okay, and we got to do the same thing we did to them to the background. Otherwise, it won't make sense. Also realizing I should put this in the front. How am I gonna do this? Okay, I think I have an idea. I don't know if this is really gonna work for me, but for now. I'm realizing this also needs to be a shadow. This looks really intense right now. As if like the light coming through the window is like super beam, you know? Like super, super strong. Everything around it, dark. And here, I think also should have like a shadow lip here. Maybe I'll do it like this. That's a little bit too intense. I don't know. Then I'm gonna lighten this up. Over here, I think. Maybe like, should it be back here? And like those things should be shaded separately. I guess so. And or hear me out. Nice. It's kind of giving golden hour. I don't know what time it is in this scene. Right? Experimenting with like the overall. Because then it makes it more like, oh, this is a very warm, nice, wow, that's like really bright. Ooh, ooh. That's really bright. Like a really warm, happy scene. But the shadow is making it kind of look like it's like late afternoon? I don't know. Versus like earlier in the day. Ooh. The sun isn't, so like, you know, at noon, like the sun is at its highest essentially. So then like shadows are super strong and like the light is very orange. So this gives me like, it's noon. And I feel like this feels like a morning scene. So I feel like it should be a little less intense. Like this feels a little bit more like nighttime actually, because it looks like artificial light, like the light inside, where it's like everything's lit. So maybe it's a matter of like the color is wrong. Let us experiment. In the morning, what color is the sunlight? It sounds like a dumb question, but in the morning, It is orange in like the early morning. But how early are we talking here? Ooh, there's a photo. Okay. Nice. Oh, maybe I'm thinking incorrectly. Because they say noon, it's actually lighter. Like cooler. Am I just crazy? Color of the sun throughout the day and how it relates to artificial light. Let me show you what I mean. So maybe this scene is right then. Okay, so here's an awful example because it's underneath the thing. Okay, here you go. Okay. So sunrise, it's a little orangey. So morning, I'm talking about like right here. Maybe I am kind of like onto something. Right? Itchy? Hit the mic. So I'm thinking like right here. Or maybe here. Maybe this is too early. Maybe we're thinking here actually. But right now it looks like this to me. So the lighting actually should be cooler. Maybe that's why I am tripping. And why it looks like afternoon. Or not afternoon. Yeah, it's afternoon. Yeah. Afternoon is also warm. So noon is like cooler. So then maybe we should make this all cooler. So it doesn't look like sunrise or sunset. But then it does look really pretty like this. So I'm like, I don't know. So where's that hue and saturate thing? Right here. Are you doing anything? Oh. It's green. Okay. What happened to the curtain? What? How did it turn so blue? I'm not gonna ask questions there. We're trying to test if it's cooler, right? Where are we going? Where are we going? Here, right? Nah, I like the warm colors. I tried all that, but you know what? Maybe they woke up at noon and they're making things at noon. I don't know. It looks better this way. We're gonna keep it that way. We can reduce how orange it is though. Like it's really orange right now. Alright, before I continue doing all the things, let me add blush onto them so they don't look like they're dead. A little bit too dark. Dang, what berry lipstick are you using? That's like crazy, crazy bright. a good while ago, a long time ago, I used to see these. I think I see one of them still. There was these like 2 TikTokers. They would make these videos comparing like what the same lipstick looks like on dark skin and light skin. And they always look so drastically different every time. Like a nude for this dark skin tone would look like a really dark lip on me or something. Something interesting. But she looks cuter though now. So, like, look. She's like, "Aw, boyfriend." And your turn, sir. Okay, well, calm down. Dang, he really blushing, huh? So we're just gonna reduce the color of the whole layer. Like, for some reason, really difficult to build on. Hey, let's do the colors crazy. I didn't do this in the previous project, but I am gonna go back and like clean it up anyway, so I have a chance to do that. But apparently the light or the color map is different if your skin is darker. I think like you're, you know, lighter. I think it's like yellow, blue, red on the cheeks, obviously the nose. I think like yellow, blue. Oh, the difference. This map. However, I'm going to add some color variation right now. It might not look perfect. Just a slight thing. See from afar. Now it's not like a flat color. It might not be correct. However, like, when is art ever really correct? Ooh. Looking like a clown a little bit with the nose. That's fine. A really subtle, small thing. I think it makes a nice difference. I mean, it doesn't really take into account like the lighting and everything, but think it makes sense that like the distribution of the colors is different as well because the structure is different. Like blue typically is like shadow and things like that, and like yellow is typically where things are the highest or like the fattiest. So like here would be probably more yellow, rather where pink is here, or red is here. But whatever, man. I don't know. Does it look good? Then that's what matters. All right, and then after this stage, is essentially cleaning everything up. So before I do that, let me do a little color thing. Oh, we're gonna do color balance. Ooh, it's gonna affect their skin kind of weird. This is the kind of lighting that's like, like in a hospital or like in an office where you hate your life a little bit. Hold on, also, am I using CMYK? Hold on. I am not, so that's great. Imagine if I changed to CMYK and then this whole thing fell apart completely. Ooh. Just to show you reference, this is RGB. And this is CMYK. Most printers, like if you're ordering from me, chances are you don't have a printer at home. Most printer locations, they will use CMYK. And like, unless you're working with someone who specifically requires RGB for whatever reason, because maybe their tech is a little different, I don't know. Yeah, so when I work with clients who need to print things and they're not printing it themselves, they cannot edit the colors themselves. I have to make sure that it works. Except now that I've done that, their shadows are like really dull. So let me just like bring it back somehow. Like the shadows became less dark, and also I don't know how to explain. Let me see what I mean. Yeah, the shadows were warmer. Look, let me show you. So this is her now, right? And then I lie, the shadow actually gets darker. Except like less warm, maybe? The pinks also change, of course, naturally. Of course they do, because whatever. However, I'm glad I didn't show the client first, because otherwise, the colors would have changed drastically. But here's where we stop for this one, because that was a lot of work. Let me show you where we started today. I'm not done. I still have the other one to do. But that one should be more straightforward. Wow, okay. Oh, I see, okay. This is all that I did today. And this was earlier. Whoop. So with color, no color. With color, no color. Woo! Nice, huh? And then eventually it will become more defined and clean and everything. But now there's life and vibrancy and vibes. All right, I'm gonna save this. Then the client can give me the okay. They like the color placement, the colors, da-di-da. But I know that these ones are okay already. The colors are okay. So I'm rendering that today for the last 50 minutes. I'm done my coffee, so I don't know how I'm gonna survive. Oh no. Although, I did do some stretches. Alright, here we go. These are actually like separated, so I think I might just like straight up merge them. At this point. Because I don't know how I'm gonna continue this without doing that. Ready? Are you ready? I'm not. Okay. I believe this is also in CMYK. Yeah. So I was like, these colors don't look like what I would usually use. Here I'm going to start using texture. Partially because it makes my life easier, but also better to me. I have been told that I maybe will go overboard with texture sometimes. But hey, I'm no longer doing concept art. I'm doing illustration, so I can do whatever I want. Don't worry, if it's too rough, I'll go back and polish. Especially because this is probably supposed to look soft. And not fuzzy. I've heard that like some people think if you have good rendering, it can save a piece. I don't know. I think I've always been relatively okay at rendering. Not like always, but for the most part, that was my skill over, I don't know, like line art or anatomy, or even design. It can't really carry you that far. Once again, rendering does not save lives. However, yeah, I do still believe references save lives. Because if you're doing design work, yeah, it could look pretty. Doesn't mean anything though. I think pretty works better if you're an illustrator, but doesn't work if you're a concept artist. Ain't nothing wrong with just wanting to draw pretty pictures, hey. How I'm doing. Or after, a little bit. Doesn't feel like clothing, it just feels like literally painted on. I'm not going back to it. I think now it does feel like it's supposed to be there, because right now, before it was just flat. Sometimes if I get stuck on a piece, I end up taking a really long time to render because I spend too much time on trying to make it look pretty. When, like, this is gonna probably be printed really small, so like the small little things. You know when they say like, oh, the small things matter? In this case, no, they don't. They really, you're not gonna be able to see it unless you zoom in. I have learned because I print stickers now, and you really can't see any of that. I should have probably cleaned this up before merging them. The story over here. Oh, we did figure out what books they're actually reading. I believe he's reading a romance and she's reading, I think it was horror. It was something more serious, at least. I originally was going to put something on this cover because it would have been really cute, but then now I'm thinking like, isn't this going to be kind of tiny? You won't be able to see it. Alright, you want to see before and after of this sweater? Or this tracksuit? So. And the book, I guess. But technically, I also did the book. This little intersection here. Ooh. Probably we'll go over this area here and like line it so it pops out more. Hands, man. Hands, am I right? I am going to do her eye real quick because it's bothering me that it's like just there and not done. Right, where's the lighting coming from again? I see. Take like a warm color. Really, I don't like I'm doing it with this brush. This looks more random, like light. Alright, my girl, I don't want to give you jaundice by giving you yellow eyes. Yellow sclera. Okay, now it's a little bit too intense. Yeah. Maybe this girl really moisturizes her lips, and so they're a little bit shiny and like plump. I'm going to draw it right now though. Of course. Go back and here. Maybe the shine shouldn't be here, but rather it should be here. I want to make it look like she's a monster. Their eyes are like wrinkly shiny. Not natural. Her face is like really matte. Yeah, up close is cute, but from afar is it cute still? I think it looks so extreme because her face is so matte, like there's no other shine on her face. Like she doesn't moisturize, and just got nothing going on. Even her nose isn't shiny. Also, as I said earlier, like dark skin is more reflective. Light is hitting from... Where's light hitting? Sorry. Here? No, it's like here, right? A little better. Of course, her hair is not like even close to being done. Here's what I meant to do for her hair though. Light tends to diffuse because it's not as like. I wish I had an example. Like your iPhone is really shiny, right? Or your phone screen is shiny if you're not using an iPhone, my bad. Versus like a fluffy dog. Because one is very like a smooth surface versus surface that has multiple things, multiple planes having light hit it versus one straight plane. That makes sense. I hope that. I wanted to give her edges, right? Be able to do it right. The story here. What happened here? Oh, based on this one though, didn't I like extend her scarf? I feel like I should have done that here too. Otherwise, like, how is her hair even staying up in this scarf? Probably should be more like this. And her hair actually should be more, ooh. Oh. This. But it kind of looked cute like this, so we can like fake it. Like some of it came sticking out of the. Oh, I'm going to merge them. Another thing I see. Once upon a time, I do things without equipment. That's crazy too. It was cute. I'm gonna search up this hairstyle so I can see how to do it. Yeah. Okay, done. It should be a lighter color. I'm not trying to make it like look thick, like thick hair. Baby hairs. It's a small, subtle thing. Whoa! Oh my goodness, hello Auto Spirit Bear, how are you? Hi! I only have 20 more minutes left, but thank you so much for stopping by. Hi! I don't remember last time you rated if I was working on the same project, but this is what I'm working on right now. Thank you! Hoping to finish it today, but I don't know if I will. Probably not on stream, but I hope to finish it somehow. I was like really zoomed in right here. This is the whole thing. How was your stream? I hope it went well. Oh, I was supposed to do her hand. That's what I was like, what am I doing? Yay! What did you game? What did you play? I played a lot of Animal Crossing yesterday. It was my day off. I played more than I would like to admit. Because you know, like at nighttime, Animal Crossing, you're not able to do things. I was really just being unproductive. Ah, Marble Rifles. I haven't played, but the art is really good. Hello, how are you? I'm doing very chill thing of just painting away. Oh, I can show what I did earlier though. So this is what I'm painting now. But I was working on the same characters earlier. Oh, bam! But this one is like, I just placed the colors. But today's stream... Ready for this? Ready for this? So this is how it looks now. But this is how I started the stream. Heck yeah. Well, kind of. I cleaned the background. Thank you so much. Thank you. This one is gonna take a second. So I was like, let me go here, feel productive by finishing something, actually. But it was the same client, commissioned the same characters. Thank you so much. Oh. I never know what to do when somebody says that my art is pretty. I'm just like, no, you're pretty. Uno reverse. No, your comment's pretty. Thank you. I do remember that. I do remember doing that art. I only recently learned that you can see how long you've worked on something in Clip Studio Paint. And now I'm kind of scared to look at that one. I think that one was... Well, it was a lot of characters, so that one took a little bit longer. But it was worth it. All your characters are so lovely. They're so cool. I am here if you ever want to give me your characters again. This is not a plug, this is more of a... Your characters are so cool. They're so cool. I love cool characters. These two characters are also interesting. They're like... I'm drawing their human forms, but they're essentially not werewolves, but like animal shifters, I suppose. I probably will also work on that on stream, but I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know. I don't know how to draw that yet, but I'm gonna figure it out. Live. Little fingies. Ooh. Oh, speaking of games, this weekend I'm actually going to a gaming convention. So I'm going to be able to see some like, indie games, Canadian ones. I did go to one relatively recently, but wasn't that great for the artists, unfortunately. So we're hoping this one will be better and I get to see some cool games. And maybe some cosplays, who knows? Maybe some Marvel Rivals cosplay. Maybe. Which is why I have to work on commissions. Okay, Mr. Danish, you're like in my way. I don't know. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, they're gonna be kind of tiny. Do they need fingernails? Does one require fingernails? Oop! Where are we going? Nah. They don't need fingernails. What do you mean? Ooh. Ooh. I mean, okay, sure. You're making this into like silk. And that's one way to do it, I guess. I want to say she's done. Except for like cleaning up the surrounding silhouette. It's him that's more messy. Except for right here. Maybe I should fix that. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. If I zoom in, it never looks done. Realistically, it never will look done. I'm getting to that point lately when I'm working. It never looks done. But I'm like, I need to move on. I can't stay here for a century. Right here. Alright, it's his turn. Let's go. Wait, hold on. He has this, like, reddish color. She doesn't. What happened? Why did that happen? Let's make it. All right, sir. It's your turn. Ah, yeah. Got to the stage where I don't have to search up the ear anymore. Why do they look like that? From afar, he looks pretty clean, right? But up close, bro, what's going on? Dude. Dude. Nothing a little airbrush can. Thank you for following. I completely forget that I made those icons every time. But look! Pink hearts. Oh. Did I overdo it with the airbrush? Feels like I overdid it. Okay, nothing. A little reverse airbrushing can't do. Where? Here? I feel like my art style used to be messier. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm going through a crisis. But like, a happy crisis. Is it a crisis then? I don't know. My commission art and my personal art look very different now, so maybe one day I'll breach the gap. His eyes are supposed to be dark. We can leave them. His purple is really intense. What is like during the first half of the week, I work on like business things, and then the second half of the week I work on commissions. Weird glitch. The last time I worked on this, I don't remember what I was thinking with this, but anyway. Sure. Well, I don't know about you, but even if you're darker, I'm pretty sure. Bro, where's your lip color? That's what I'm asking. Like, bro, what happened? What happened? Trust the process. I know this looks crazy. What does brown plus brown equal literally black? What happened? Huh? But like it's not looking like his natural lip color. It's looking like I wanted to be goth for the day, so and that's okay. But that's not okay. Not right now. Yeah. He's supposed to have how to draw it in at this point. Maybe I should do his hair. Before I forget. I'm gonna do his hair the same way I did her hair. I believe this is going to be a sticker. It potentially might be used for like product labeling. So it's going to be printed quite small. But we should still do this guy's hair justice. Can't be going out there looking whack. With your 2D hair. Oh, he has a fade. Oh, nope. Reverse. He has curlier hair. Pretty sure this wouldn't be just like fine hair, flat. Tiny bit of texture throughout. I can't even see it. It's so dark, I'm like, what? The glare on my glasses, I can't see what I'm painting. Okay. Shh. Work with the brush too big, then it ends up being like kind of sharp. Like cut paper. Did I do this before? Reference my own stuff. Okay, yeah. Bro, you have no highlight. Looked better before. Whoop. Maybe like just like that. Like maybe we can argue that she has hair product in her hair that makes it shiny. And bro did not put the same product. He's a good boyfriend, doesn't steal hair products. Just kidding. I definitely steal hair products. When I get too focused on the details, I tend to look at I'm looking at the same thing you're looking at on my second monitor. Well, my only monitor, unless you count the display tablet as a monitor. Sometimes I look up and sometimes I don't. And sometimes that's how I get really surprised during a raid, because I'm not looking up. Alright. Big muscle man. How do I draw your muscles? Ooh. Also, I should say maybe screen isn't the best option. It's kind of washing him out. So, well, that did nothing. Just me, or did he just start looking like really intense? Oh, okay. Oh, right. Why? Oh, that might look crazy. Find out in a second. Does he look less intense now? Like he's staring daggers into her? Like she's trying to kill her? Oh my goodness. Sorry, I offended him so hard. I think do one of these. Okay, sure. Apparently changing that one line did a lot. Maybe it's important for me to work on it separately because it's beginning to look like I'm doing nothing to myself. I know I'm doing something, but it feels like I'm doing nothing. What's the story? Why is this? Does this look just like pure black? It's not though? Strange. All right, hands, what's going on? Oh no. I have been thinking if I want to add, like, I don't know what it's called, just like straight up frosting, like vanilla frosting to this Danish. That might just be me. Maybe I just want frosting. I don't know if that's what this artwork needs. Maybe here I should use extra, because our pastries aren't flat. Unless you want to get a squashed croissant. But those, I think, kind of... what's the point? Not flaky anymore. So, it's not even... don't call it a croissant. Not a croissant anymore. Now I want croissants. And did it to myself. Alright, since we got to that point of me talking about croissants and Danishes, I am kind of hungry. So this is where I end off today. Whee! Let me show you what I did though. We came from this stage today, and then we went through all of these freaking layers. There's like a lot down here. Ooh. Figured out the colors, tested out things, played with the background, figured out that I was not working in CMYK. And we're okay somehow. And then I came over here and then I polished up a little bit, which is when also Spirit Bearer rated me. Woo! Thank you so much. I do plan on working on this more tonight, but like I need food. And then tomorrow I'm also streaming, and I don't remember what I am streaming. What am I streaming? I don't know, but it's another commission, basically. I hope I can do a full stream tomorrow, but because on Friday I'm leaving for a convention, maybe I won't be able to, but I'm gonna do my best to make it happen. Well, until tomorrow then, thank you so much.